Hey everybody, it's Marshall Monkey here. This is going to be my Gotham Season 2 bonus video talking all about the new villains that they've kind of put in the show. I guess they're not new villains because we've actually heard about them a little bit before, but this is the first time that I've heard about them, so yeah. So this is going to be my villains video. I'm going to talk a little bit more about, some other villains too, just because we've gotten some promos and trailers already. So yeah, so let's get started. So, Gotham has done it! Oh my gosh. So, Gotham, whenever the season was kind of going on, this side is poofier than this side. Whenever the season was going on, season 1, in my videos, I wanted Barbara to go to Arkham Asylum because I thought if she's going to be crazy, it would make a really great story to be in Arkham Asylum, and it would bring Arkham back to the storyline. And my prediction came true. It happened. Barbara's in the storyline, and she's bringing Arkham. This is going to be an Arkham storyline. And, interesting enough, Jerome is at Arkham as well, so it'll be really fun to see how that mixes in. I'll talk about that a little bit more later, but let's talk about the new villains, or I guess the villains that I didn't know about, but now know about. Let's talk about those villains that have been coming. So we already know about Clayface, Mad Hatter, Mr. Freeze, all that jazz. I think I talked about them. Yeah, I talked about them in another video. I talked about them in a Comic-Con, I think my Comic-Con video for Gotham, and my Gotham bonus video. That was a long while back ago. You guys can check that out. Not my Firefly video, but the one before that, maybe? I don't know. But it's in the bonus videos, so you guys can go check it out. I did my Firefly video talking about Firefly, and I think I talked about the villains in that one too. But now, this is another villains video. We're talking about Hugo Strange. Now, I think we all knew that Hugo Strange was going to be coming. Like, from Season 1, everyone speculated he'd be coming in either Season 1 or Season 2. Fun fact, I think they were going to put him in Season 1, but they just kind of rolled the story out to Season 2, and I thought that was a good idea, because if Hugo did come, I'm pretty sure it would be, like, in the later part of Season 2, so if he did come, that would mean the Dollmaker at that point, Hugo Strange added on to that, and just all the other storylines that were going on, and Barbara's craziness, that would just be too much. I think that would be too much. So now that we have Arkham secure down because Barbara's going to be there. Barbara is going to be in Arkham. So now that we know that, I feel like Season 2, way better call than Season 1, because I feel like Season 2, Hugo Strange can really be, a big character. Because if it was Season 1, I feel like it would have been too much, because they already had a bunch crammed in there as it is. And now that we have all the, characters established, we have the Catwoman, Selena Kyle's established, we have Edward Nygma's on his way, the Penguin's already the mob boss now, so now that we have all these characters dealt with, now I think we can really, really get some new characters in here, because at that rate in Season 1, all the characters that they were adding in, kind of felt cramped. They did it really well, though. I still love the show. I still love that season. But it was getting a little bit crowded. So I feel like now that we've done these characters, they're kind of set, even though we're still going to be exploring, their personalities and their journey. I feel like now we can focus on the new characters' journey, such as Clayface, Mad Hatter, Mr. Freeze, and now Hugo Strange, and Azrael is going to be in the show as well. So you guys probably remember Azrael mostly from the Arkham series, the video games, with Azrael, the prophecy, blah, blah, blah. Well, now Azrael is going to be added into Gotham, and this is amazing, because I feel like we're going to get a child Azrael. I don't know how old Azrael is, the Arkham series, but it seems like he's near Batman's age, so, I don't know how old, but I think, Azrael seems a little bit younger in that series, maybe 5-10 years younger than Batman. So, if they do this on Gotham, and they make Azrael, what do you guys think? Should it be a younger character, really young, 10? Because I feel like Bruce at this point is he feels to me 13, 14, around in there, in that stage, even though when his parents died, he was 8, I think. So, but they kind of aged him up a little bit through the show already. So I feel like he's at the 13, 14 stage. So I feel like maybe a 10-year-old Azrael, or maybe a little bit older, would be really fun to have. I feel like the best thing would be, since this is their own interpretation. Gotham, to me, everyone's bashing on Gotham because it's not comics related, that much. But I feel like, to me, it's better, because I feel like Gotham, it's its own story, it's its own interpretation. Stop bashing on it, because it's not exactly the comics. That would be so boring if it was exactly like the comics, because then it would just be we already know the stories. So I feel like now that they're Arrow, the Flash, all that stuff making up its own, ways, still doing, like, Gotham still does comic stuff. They're still going by the comics, but they're not exactly going by the comics, because that would just be, like, awful. But now, but it is still its own interpretation. And I feel like out of all the DC TV shows that do that, Gotham is the most that does that, going by its own things, because this is its own interpretation, its own universe. Because Gotham is not connected to Arrow, Flash, or it's not connected to anything, really. So when you think about it, this is its own universe, it's its own thing, so, it could pretty much, it's its own thing. So it's on its own, it's its own interpretation, but I feel like if we got, like, a best friend relationship from Bruce and Azrael, wouldn't that be, like, the best thing? I think his name, Michael Lane, is Azrael's name. So wouldn't it be cool if Michael and Bruce are, like, friends or something like that, and then later on he'd become Azrael and become Batman, and then blah, blah, blah. Wouldn't that be, like, the best thing ever? But David Mazouz, who plays Bruce, actually said that there'd be a little bit more Batman, kind of related stuff going on, which means that there'd be a little bit more Batman in Bruce. I feel like we got a taste, like a small taste of the Bruce Wayne phony mask, and, like, the Bruce Wayne act, yet when he's at home, he's detective mode. So I feel like if we get a little bit more of that Bruce Wayne, I'm gonna die. It's gonna be the best thing ever. I'm gonna die, and it's gonna be amazing. So I feel like if we have Michael Lane and then Bruce Wayne, best friend, detective relationship, oh my gosh, like that, I don't even know. And then, like, Selina Kyle, and, like, it'll be, like, a love triangle, like, a love square, because we have Silver St. Cloud, which we'll talk about in a minute. We have a love square, there'll be all these, like, it would be so much fun. Because, like, the adults have the most reign on this show. This is pretty much Commissioner Gordon's show. And these are pretty much the adults' journey. It's like the villain. Even though it has Bruce in it, it's mostly season 1 focused on the adults and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like if they do a little bit more of the adults, obviously they're going to do that season 2. They could have a fun kids storyline with Silver St. Cloud and maybe even Azrael if he's young enough, and Selina Kyle and Bruce Wayne. And we could just have this amazing, like, oh my gosh, that would just be the best thing ever. I feel like the best moments where Bruce was around more, people his age. Thomas Elliot, the whole bullying story, everything like that, just like that was amazing. So I feel like if we have that, except a little bit different this time, with Michael Lane, Silver St. Cloud, and Selina Kyle, I feel like that would, and maybe even Ivy, she's kind of weird though, but if Ivy was there too, I feel like all that would be so much fun to do, and Gotham really needs fun, because the other shows, like The Flash, Arrow, they have their fun moments, so I feel like Gotham's next to have its really fun season this season, just the craziest season ever with this storyline. So Azrael, fun thing. We have Hugo Strange. I talked about him a tiny bit in this video. I'm going to make a whole separate video for him, maybe in a Villain Thursdays Thursday. Today's Tuesday. So, yeah. So, I don't know what I'll do exactly yet. I don't know. I'll probably make a bonus video, like a separate video. Either it's a Villain Thursdays or a bonus video. I haven't decided yet. Probably a Villain Thursdays. So, yeah, but let's talk about Silver St. Cloud. So, Silver St. Cloud is from the comics, obviously, and she is going to be in Gotham Season 2 as Bruce's new love interest. I think the reason why is because Selina, we've seen her mostly in the trailers with Gordon and, like, all that stuff, and I feel like she's distancing herself, trying to find out who she is on her own. Because remember, she turned to Fish's team last season at the end, so I feel like she's still trying to figure out if she's a good guy, if she's a bad guy, what is she exactly. So I feel like the Silver St. Cloud love interest is just going to come in for a little bit, be Bruce's love interest. I want to see a little bit of older, like, let's bring it on. Let's bring on the whole girlfriend boyfriend relationship thing and see if that works. Like a young relationship thing. I feel like that'd be really fun for the Bruce character, like young Bruce, because we really never have seen young Bruce grow up like we have in the show. So I feel like it'd be fun if they had like a boyfriend girlfriend young kind of thing. Alfred could like drive him to the movies and just like it'd be the weirdest thing ever. So I feel like that would be like the funnest thing to do, that to like just that young couple thing. That would be really fun to have. So, yeah, that'd be really fun. So that's the Silver St. Cloud kind of breakdown. She's going to be the new love interest for Bruce Wayne. So I'm excited for that as well. Like I said in the promos, we saw Arkham. We saw the Joker's returning. That's super amazing. Like, right now, I think that Jerome is not Joker. I feel like that's just a thing. Like, I feel like that's a test Joker. Like, that might not be the fun. Obviously, that they're pushing him to be Joker. So I think that they'll stick with him being the Joker. So I feel like as our Joker is here, I feel like now it's going to get even more interesting. What's going to happen, I have no idea. But we've seen a little bit of him in the trailers, teaming up with Tigress's brother, you know, all that jazz. You know, I think they escaped Arkham, I don't know. Yeah, we see Barbara with the sunglasses outside of that jail cell in one of the promos. So she's out, I guess, of Arkham. I don't know how far it's going to go. But as you guys know, Miranda Bachman, and she is a main character this season. So she's going to be there pretty much the whole season. So it's going to be exciting to see what happens next. But I've jabbered way too much about Gotham now. But just like talking about Azrael, talking about Hugo Strange, what do you want to see from those two characters? Comment down below. I feel like Hugo Strange, big Arkham story. And then Azrael, I want to see a younger Azrael. I want to see maybe possibly a best friend relationship with Bruce, and like their young detective story. I don't know how you guys feel about that. I think that would be really fun, because I feel like that would be a fun story to watch. And then what do you guys think about Silver St. Cloud and the return of Jerome? So comment all about that down below. There are links up there to my other videos, and there are links down there to my Twitter, Instagram, Vine. You guys can go follow all that junk. So don't forget to subscribe, because I have that Hugo Strange. I think I'm going to do a Villain Thursdays. Villain Thursdays, Hugo Strange coming. So updates. I watched Vixen today. The second episode was really interesting. Really, I think I have a few things that I want to talk about for that video. That'll be tomorrow. Tomorrow's Gamers Guide, I'm going to be live tweeting for that. The cast just got verified, by the way. Pretty cool. So Thursdays, Villain Thursdays, like I said, Hugo Strange. Fridays are Hero Fridays. Haven't picked out who it's going to be yet. Saturdays is a Bunked and Girl Meets World videos. Those are coming out Saturday. Sunday's a Monkey Talk and a Marvel Monkey. And then the week just starts over again. You guys know what I'm talking about. So thanks guys for watching, and see you later. Bye-bye.